The woman secretly aborted the baby she had just conceived. Then she threw away everything related to her husband. Next, she printed the divorce papers and tricked her drunk husband into signing them. He signed without a second thought, not realizing that this signature marked the end of their marriage. And the reason she was so resolute was because her husband had been entangled with his ex-girlfriend just a few days ago. They were supposed to celebrate their 5th wedding anniversary. She waited at the restaurant until late at night, but he never showed up. Turns out he was busy picking up his ex who had just returned from abroad. They acted intimately in public and were caught by the media, making headlines instantly. At that exact moment, the woman waiting in the restaurant saw the news. 5 years of marriage and constant neglect finally left her heartbroken. The CEO had always loved his first love but never got her. After the ex's marriage failed, she returned and tried to rekindle their old flame. The CEO didn't hesitate to bring her home, even let her stay in his wife's bedroom. When the housekeeper said the wife hadn't been home for days, he just assumed she was sulking and allowed the ex to live in the master bedroom. The ex deliberately made the room messy, then called the wife to provoke her, saying there's no point in running away, and if she agreed to divorce, she'd make sure the man gave more compensation. The woman didn't get angry. Instead, calmly asked to meet in person. The next day, the ex showed up at the cafe as agreed, smugly thinking she had already won, but the woman quietly handed her the divorce papers, saying she was willing to give up her position as the CEO's wife, on one condition, that the CEO signed the papers without knowing the truth. The ex was confused. The woman explained that the CEO's family had strict rules. Divorce wasn't allowed openly. Only by tricking him into signing could it go through. The ex was thrilled to hear this, and that night she planned a candlelight dinner, got the CEO drunk, and claimed it was a property transfer document. He tried to read it carefully, but she blocked his view skillfully. In the end, he signed the divorce papers while barely conscious. Just like that, a 5-year marriage quietly came to an end. Once the 30-day cooling-off period passed, the divorce would be official. On the other side, the woman felt no sadness with the signed papers, just a sense of relief. Then the CEO's grandfather called, inviting her to next week's family gathering. She initially wanted to decline, but remembered how his generosity helped her finish school. Not wanting to disappoint the old man, she agreed. She dressed elegantly for the family banquet and caused a stir the moment she walked in. The CEO felt complicated seeing his long-lost wife, but she didn't spare him a glance, walked straight to the grandfather, and didn't talk to him the entire time. The CEO grew increasingly irritated, so when she stepped out for some air, he stopped her, demanded to know why she left home, and insisted she return that night. But she stayed silent, not wanting to reveal they were already divorced. She just wanted the cooling-off period to end and cut ties once and for all. But the ex was upset by her presence, thinking she was reluctant to give up being the CEO's wife. The woman calmly replied once she got the divorce certificate, she would leave for good, then turned to leave, but was suddenly pulled into the pool by the ex.